Williams standing by. Here's John Leeser and Mike Burnham.
A valiant try, and thanks very much, Frank Schroll. Outstanding job throughout the season. Our Mike Burnham is now in the back with head coach Buzz Williams. Mikey.
Thanks, Lays. Buzz, I know you were hoping for enough magic for one more, and obviously this might have been an NIT game, but gosh, was it intense, and BYU gets the win 80-77. Kind of break it down for me.
I'm 43, and the thing that I've learned about myself is I'm really bad at saying hello. And I think that's why people have such a misperception of who I am as a person, even as a coach. But as bad as I am at saying hello, I'm 100 times worse at saying goodbye. And I hate that we lost. I know this sounds strange, but I'm not upset that we lost as much as I'm upset that the ability to coach these guys every day is over. And I don't think that anybody other than God could author the story that we've had over the last few weeks, and I'm humbled by that. I'm grateful for that. I thought the character and the resiliency of our kids and how their parents raised them were evident. And I thought tonight was very reflective of that. It was a microcosm of all that we've been through. 35 games doesn't seem like a lot when you compare it to an NBA season. But when you couple that with all of the other things other than games that our guys have been through at such a young age, I'm just so thankful and grateful for the opportunity to have been around them and the lessons that I've learned from them. Hard to win on the road with turning the ball over 19% of the time. Thought we were really good offensively in the second half. But we could not string together consecutive stops in the second half. And, you know, part of our points per possession that we've always counted on are free throws. And we didn't shoot enough of them. We didn't make enough of the ones that we shot. And those two things offensively, when you're not doing as well as you have to do defensively on the road to win, that's just hard for the makeup of our team to overcome.
So many good things, though. You got more shots. You did a great job rebounding. You had 16 offensive rebounds. But, again, their big three is tough. They had some great underneath out-of-bounds plays, especially in the first half. And it's hard to get them out of rhythm.
Yeah. Number 5 was involved or attributed 14 of their 24 baskets. And as we talked about yesterday with John, number 1 and number 4 eat off what number 5 serves. And, they were really good on out-of-bounds plays. And like I said, we just couldn't get consecutive stops. 44% is our average field goal percentage defense, or 42%, so it's even better. But, man, they almost 50% from 3, and then they shot 34 free throws. So it's just those things were hard for us to overcome defensively, and then offensively, like I mentioned, not shooting as many free throws as we're accustomed to and or making them, and then too high of a turnover rate in this sort of environment on this stage.
Obviously, Zach and Seth had big games. So what about KJ? 6 out of 7 field goals. I know he had some couple tough turnovers there late, but
I couldn't guard him.
Yeah.
And I thought we made it a priority to get inside. When you're in a 1-possession game, a 2-possession game, most of which you're fighting from behind, the turnovers are magnified. And not just KJ's turnovers, just in general, just all of them. 14 turnovers and 14 assists. It's not good enough on the road.
All right, I know you love this team. Obviously, this is the last game with this team, and you've made up so much ground. You've had momentum. How do you keep it going? What's the next step?
Well, we do the same thing this is my 22nd year as a Division I coach and my 9th year as a head coach, and all 9 years we've finished the same way. You're just so emotional. So we pray over the senior. our seniors. Obviously, it was just a senior with Shane. And the one thing that I said that I typically never say on the last game is what you just said. I think ground is the hardest thing to make up in life. And I think when you have momentum, it becomes even harder to keep. And so I think what we've been through over the last few weeks allowed us to get really important reps and to feel and to sniff and to better understand where we're trying to go. And we can't lose that momentum nor that ground. And we need to have the best spring and summer and fall that we can have. Because if we start next November where we're at today, then we haven't continued the pace of maturity that we've been on this season.
Coach, hang in there. Great job. 20-win season. Fantastic at getting this team on the right track, and sure looking forward to the future.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm getting old, I guess. Hard for me to think about tomorrow, but so thankful for the support of the people that listen. So thankful for the support of the administration and the students and the longtime season ticket holders and new people that are coming aboard. Our players recognize that. Their parents recognize that. And we're thankful for all of that. Really, we wanted to play one more time at Castle, considering what it was like on Wednesday. And I think we're getting to the point that regardless of opponent and regardless of month, we need to make Castle like that every game. And I know that's a lot of work, but that's what this is when you're trying to make up ground. So take a few days off, Burnip. I know it's been a hard year, and we'll try to figure out how to go back to work tomorrow while you're sleeping.
Not going to happen, but I like the way you're thinking. Hang in there, Coach. All right. Ladies, send it back to you courtside.